Verbally Effective with Ina Esco is an interview-style podcast that intersects art, culture, politics, and entertainment with a Memphis focus. With producer Sana Marie. Each week, I'm joined by a featured guest with roots in Memphis. Verbally Effective delves into each guest's personal journey to uncover the incredible stories fueling their purpose, the highs and lows of their pursuits, and how through their passion, they are moving the culture forward. Be sure to follow Verbally Effective and Ina Esco on Instagram. Also, download the Verbally Effective podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play Music. Don't forget to check out the website and submit to be a guest at verballyeffective.com. Greetings, and welcome to another edition of the Verbally Effective Podcast. You guys could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here with me today. I'm your host, your double E, Ina Esco. You know, before we get started, I need to update you guys on a few things. You know, fall is here. I know you need those hoodies. I know you need those tees. I know you need those Henry masks. Go to my website right now, ivymultimediashop.com. Get your merch online today. Also, you know, putting all of this together is not free. Support your girl. Make sure you hit up that hashtag Ina Esco, ENAESCO, to support all of the efforts with the Verbally Effective Podcast. I also want to shout out the Consortium MMT for allowing me to podcast in this beautiful state-of-the-art studio. So thank you guys for joining me today. I am extremely excited to have my guest today. Let me tell you about this beautiful young lady. She wears a lot of hats, and she has like the stages around the M right now on lock. When I say the stages, I'm talking about she is a playwright. She is an author. She is an entrepreneur, amongst other things. I'm talking about Bianca Richmond. Welcome to the Verbally Effective Podcast, lady.
Thank you, Ina.
You know what? I am so excited to be sitting here with you today. I've never met in person a playwright. Like seriously, like put your own show together and to see it come alive on stage. How does that feel?
Whew. It's kind of like breathtaking. Mm-hmm. But as far as like, you know, putting the playwright, like I would never take all the credit by myself. Like that would definitely, I have to share that credit with Corey Wiesett, because he really just made my vision come to life.
Shout out Corey.
Yes, he is absolutely amazing.
Okay, well, shout out Corey. You know, I know it takes a team to put an entire production together, but we're going to get all into that. We're going to start at the beginning first, Bianca. Let's talk about where are you originally from?
I'm from Holly Springs, Mississippi.
Okay.
And then I moved to Tennessee. Now I'm back in Mississippi.
Okay, so growing up in Holly Springs, I believe that Red Bank area.
Yes.
How was that growing up in that particular area?
Boring. But it gave me the creativity that I have today, because growing up we had to create fun. Mm-hmm. So everything we had to do, had to be created. So it gave me the mindset that I have today. So I'm grateful and appreciative for it.
I know that's right. What was the young Bianca into back in those Red Bank, Holly Spring days?
Let's see. Basically, just country girl.
Country girl.
I mean, my dad had a farm pretty much. So, you know, we played with goats and horses.
Oh, y'all had the real farm. You was milking the cows.
No, I wasn't doing all that now.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Garden.
So I lived that country life.
Okay. So. Okay. And what high school did you go to?
I went to Holly Springs High.
How was Holly Springs High?
It was Holly High.
I've never met anyone that attended Holly Springs High School, but I've met a lot of people in Holly Springs when I was in college, and we used to go out there. What's the HBC?
Russ.
Yes, Russ College. Yes. That's what I relate Holly Springs to.
Yes, because Russ used to play Lemoyne, and that was the game
yes.
of the year. So,
yes. Did you used to go to those functions?
Course. Absolutely.
So when you graduated from Holly Springs High, what did Bianca do?
When I graduated, I actually moved to Tennessee. So growing up in Holly Springs, it's nothing in Holly Springs. So you diverted to Memphis, or, you went to Olive Branch, you went to the skating rink. So when I graduated, I moved to Memphis. So, and I was there until I moved back to Olive Branch.
So that's a long time. What was you doing in Memphis? Working. School?
And then becoming a mama, so.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. When did you start writing?
I started writing, I guess, like 4 years ago.
So that was the pinnacle when you started writing, right?
It was unexpected. It was not planned.
Tell me about your book, Married to a Cheater, In Love with a Husband. Why did you start writing this book, Bianca?
Men.
But,
so I got married.
Okay.
And then I got divorced.
He was a liar and a cheater.
I ain't gonna put him out there.
Okay. But that's the name of the book, though.
That's what he was.
Okay.
So, we had differences. I'm not saying that he a bad person. I just feel like we was just cut from two different cloths. So, after separating and divorcing, I kind of moved on to a different life. And I came up with the title in my head. I wrote it down and I was like, this going to be seen in lights one day. Then I started writing the book because I used to always say, my life is a book or it could be a movie. And so I started writing. Just really, I went to Dollar General. I'll never forget the day. Went to Dollar General. I got me one of those composition books. And I just started writing.
Was it easy to do? Because, people that I know that have written books, they have these whole schedule down packed. I'm going to do this at this time.
And I think that's the difference because I never considered myself as a writer. So I basically was just writing stuff down. It really didn't make sense. It didn't go in the order or, nothing. And it just got on there. And then I met Corey. Not met Corey, but started talking to Corey about it, and he told me about this website that I can go on, start typing in, and he was like, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your iPad.
Technology amazing.
Yeah, so I could write something if I'm in the bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I can literally just log on, and it take me back to where I left off. So.
Wow. So how long was the process? How long did it take you to write your book?
I'd say 3 years. Because I stopped. But nobody knew I was writing a book.
You kept this to yourself.
I kept it to myself. And I kept it to myself because I didn't want nobody asking me, well, what's the, status of the book? Or when you going to release the book?
Because that's what they going to do.
Right. Or if I decided not to finish it, I ain't have to worry about nobody asking about it. Or if it wasn't good, I ain't have to worry about nobody.
Okay.
So
I get it.
I never told anybody about the book. Nobody knew about that book until I published it.
And when was that?
I published last year.
Last year. Okay, wait a minute. You are zooming.
Yeah, so my sister always tell me, even being at my sister, she never knows what I got up my sleeve.
Wow.
Because even my sisters did not know that I was writing a book.
And this book is pretty much, your experiences and maybe some added fiction in there from your marriage, right?
And a lot of it come from my friends' relationships.
And your friends, okay.
Or,
Spicy.
Yes.
Spicy. So one day you was like, you know what? I'm going to do a play. Is that how that went? Or was that the inspiration of Mr. Corey?
So I traveled to Atlanta, and I let this lady read the book. And she was like, I love this. She was like, this needs to be visually seen. So I went back and I told Corey, and he was like, I agree. So I'm like, who gonna see it? He was like, you need to turn this into a play. I was like, I barely wrote a book. What you mean? I was like, I can't write no play. And so I was looking at, because Corey is the code. I don't care what nobody say. Corey is the coldest writer in Memphis. The coldest writer in Memphis. So we sat down. He took my vision. Yeah, we went with it.
Wow. And so now your book is a play. How does your ex feel about this?
He's so nonchalant.
Did he go to the play, to the premiere?
Girl, no.
Has he read the book?
No.
Oh.
But he's not one of those ones that be like, bitter.
Yeah.
He laughed at the situation.
Yeah.
So,
and you guys are co-parenting today, and everything is good. Better off friends and co-parents, right? So now, we have the play buzzing in Memphis. I've seen so many of the people that are in your play promoting the play. I was like, wow, I got to check it out. I know it's an October date coming up. But tell me, how did you transition to putting it on the stage? I know you worked with Corey, but was that an easy process to, like, pick out the actors you wanted?
So we did an audition.
Okay.
And, of course, I never did an audition before, so I didn't know what to expect. So I ended up putting it on Eventbrite, just, for registration purposes, just to see. And we had like over 100 people. So I don't know if it was the title that attracted people or what, because I'm like, I ain't popular, so, So we had the audition over like 100 people signed up. And we found some people from the production, and then a lot of other people just came from me either working with them in other productions, or just like one of them, like my sister, for instance, had never been on the stage before. Or even another character had never did plays before. So it was just went off a prayer.
Wow, and you created a wonderful cast.
We did.
You even have the young lady from Wild 'N Out.
Vina E.
Yes, so how was that experience working with her?
It was really good. Vina, she's very down to earth. She was open to learning because she had never been in a production before other than on Wild 'N Out. So she had never been in any kind of stage production. So she was open to learning. She FaceTimed me all the time. Like, she wasn't one of those celebrities that be like, I just see them when I get there, collect the check, and just see them. Like, she was open to, she was like, well, what do you think about this? Or can we read lines?
Very
So, of course, I
hands-on.
had Mouthpiece in the play. So, they really worked hands-on. So, they were even FaceTiming each other, reading lines. So, she was good to work with.
Yes. So how do you feel about the play? I mean,
feel good about the play. Like, I really feel good about the play.
Yes.
It was stressful, and to be honest, I don't think it was just really stressful. It was my first production. So, of course, you don't want it to be like, shoot, I should have did this, or dang, everybody's saying that is, So I didn't want to fail at it.
You did not. You did not. Not from what I'm hearing. Now, if you could sum up the play to the verbally effective audience, what would you say? If you could just summarize it up and, really kind of pitch it to the verbally effective audience for them to come and see it in October, what would you say?
Let's see.
Juicy.
One husband, 5 best friends, 1 baby. Yes.
Oh, the 5 best friends part for me.
5 best friends. 1 husband. Few side pieces.
A few.
Betrayal. And secrets.
Wow.
And they all unfold.
This is going to be good. How long is the play about?
The play is actually like 1 hour and 45 minutes. And that's without intermission.
So did Memphis really came and show up and showed out?
We had a sold-out show. Like a sold-out show.
Yes.
So I'm excited. I was excited about that.
And I hear that you are expanding the reach of the show. You going to take it out of Memphis.
We actually have an Atlanta date in April.
Okay.
And we have a Houston date in June.
Yes, Texas. I think this is really going to blow, Bianca.
I hope so. I ain't going to say I hope so.
It is.
I'm just praying that it hurry up.
Yes. So you got your October date. So between now and the next date, what are you working on? Like, are you having rehearsals with the crew? How does that work?
So we actually start tonight.
Oh.
We actually have
I'm coming.
First. Come on, girl. So we actually have our first, because we have new cast members. So we'll actually have our first meeting with each other and kind of like run over some things, expectations, and different things like that. So we'll do that tonight, and then we're going full force starting next week.
Oh, and I bet you'll be sitting in that audience like,
I don't.
better get them lines right.
I don't.
With a whip. No.
I don't.
No.
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 Okay.
I don't.
But this is your shit. Like, I know you want it.
It is my baby now.
Okay.
They have seen me,
cut up
in rare form.
Why did you have to get in rare form?
Well, like towards the end, because you be so stressed and you just want everything to fall in place. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what it is. But they've seen me, cry. They've seen me in rare form. They've seen me happy. So they've seen all 4 seasons.
Yes. Because I'm sure you guys are, spending a lot of time together. Bianca, what does your support system look like right now?
My support system is absolutely amazing. Like from, my parents to my siblings to, my household. Like my support system is like amazing. And you don't get that a lot. Mm-hmm. You really don't. Sure. But I can say a lot of my support do come from people that I don't even know.
Mm-hmm. So, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Did you
Oh.
experience some of that maybe, people you thought would be there, not there type?
I'm not going to say I experienced it because I wasn't expecting it. So that's a difference. So if I expect it, because sometimes you find out who your real friends are, even family. So if you don't expect it, then you don't have to experience it.
Right. Now, I mean, since the success of the first, the play, being put on in Memphis for the first time, what has changed for you since then? Are people like at you now? Is it some of that going on?
Well, not so much. Mm-hmm. I do have, people that I've always been in a circle with that kind of like ask me for, different like ideas or how did I, get this, whether it was like, the flyer on the billboard or, something like that. Now, I'm a person that I don't really, how can I put it without like being mean about it?
Girl, say it.
But I'm not like a person that just like fool with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think a lot of people know that. Mm-hmm. So
they ain't even trying it.
Nah.
They already know what's up. Wow. Now, how has COVID affected everything that you've been doing? Has it been a big deal?
It's been a big deal. We did have one cast member to, catch COVID, pneumonia, but it was after the production, thank God. But as far as like, last year was a big deal because I had to reschedule the show twice.
Really?
Yes. So the first show was supposed to be my 35th, during my 35th birthday, was when I was releasing the show. COVID hit 5 weeks before the show.
Wow.
I was devastated.
I know you were.
Devastated. And then we changed it to August, and so I was just like, you know what? Forget it. So, but I had said, I was like, you know what? This show happening if I got to do a theater in the park. Mm-hmm. So I had called someone I know who owns a lot of land. I was like, how much will you charge me to rent this whole field?
Okay.
I thought I was going to have to call my halfie and all them and get some.
But you know what? You got to do what you got to do.
Because I had worked too hard for it. So I was going to get a stage outside. Mm-hmm. We was going to get some porta potties. Mm-hmm.
And we was going to be out there.
We was going to do a theater in the park.
Wow. So amazing. Now, what's the next for Bianca? What are you working on?
I'm working on book number 2.
Oh, I wonder what that title going to be. Can you share? It's going to be just as juicy as this first one.
So, the next book title is Think Like a Man and Act Like That Fool Too.
Oh, think like a man and act like that fool too.
Yes.
Is this part 2 or is this another?
2.
Oh.
It is part 2. Yes, because if you've seen the play, then you're going to see why that title.
And act like that fool too, please.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you already working on it?
I am working on it. So I will release it on next year.
Okay.
So my plans was to release it right after the play, but everybody kept telling me like, ride this wave, like.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So, do you feel that the process to write this second book is easier?
It is much easier because it hasn't took me that long. Like, I'm confident that it's gonna do the same because people read this book, so they anticipate the second one. So.
Yes. Well, we look forward to it, Bianca. And other than, you being an author, you being a playwright, you are an entrepreneur, you got some other things going on. Could you share with the audience, your other, endeavors that you have?
Well, I've been an event planner since 2014. So I have my own event planning business. Just recently opened a venue earlier this year. So I have my event venue going on. I have the trucking company.
Look at you.
And I have my own home care agency.
Wow.
So,
you are a busy lady.
I'm trying. My aunt say I'm going to get rich or die trying.
Okay. I mean, look, while we here, we got to make it pop. We got to go for our dreams, and that's what you are definitely doing.
I am. I'm trying anyway. So
yes. I'm proud of you, lady. I am so proud of you. I'm so glad Monica, made the connection.
I know.
And, I just wish you the best of luck. I've always been a fan of plays, and I can't wait to read your book. I can't wait to come in October to see your play. You need another action. Just let me know. But before we go, I want you to tell the Verbally Effective audience, when Bianca is no longer here, what do you want people to remember about you?
She did it. Like, whatever it was, she did it.
Yes.
So, and that's what I did.
Okay, she did that. Now, let everybody know all of your social media handles, how they can, purchase tickets for the play, how they can keep up with your journey.
So, I'm working on my website. I am Bianca Rich.
Okay.
That way it'll have everything that's going on. Tickets for the production can be placed right this time going around on Ticketmaster.
Okay.
And my book can be purchased on BRICHpublishing.com.
Okay, look, you owning all of the proceeds. Don't play. Girl, I am so proud of you. I have really enjoyed listening to your journey. I can't wait to dive into this book.
I can't wait till you read it either because I can't wait till your response.
I probably text you, girl, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, he didn't.
But that's what my aunt did. And I'm like, lady, can you just finish the book? And then it seemed like every page, she was like, girl. Yes. And I was like, my phone was like going off, and I was like, really, TT? Like, you can't just finish the book and then just call me to. It was like it wasn't even every chapter. It was like every other page.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, I'm ready because, a lot of us, we working from home. Like, so much has changed in our lives, and I've just been needing a little escape from the just, being at the house in the four walls. I need an escape. So I'm going to dive into this book, Bianca.
You really should.
Well, thank you so much for being my guest today on the Verbally Effective podcast. I wish you nothing but success, lady.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see your book on the stage in October. I will definitely be there.
Thank you. You should.
I am.
Actually, everybody should.
All of you guys should be there in October. It's going to be at the Halloran, right?
Yes.
Okay.
October the 23rd at 6 p.m.
October 23rd. Don't forget to check out my girl Bianca Richmond's stage play, Married to a Cheater, in Love with a Husband. Check out her book as well and keep up with her journey. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of the Verbally Effective podcast. Don't forget to pick up that merch at ivymultimedia.com. Follow me on all social media handles at Ina Esco, ENAESCO. And also hit that cash tag up. Cash App, baby. Ina Esco, ENAESCO. You guys take care. Thank you for tuning in.